Watch someone say no. Clean, clear, no drama. The other person just nods and moves on. How? I used to say yes to everything, every favor, every extra shift, every quick question that took 2 hours. I was drowning. But I was terrified. Terrified of being the bad guy. Terrified people would hate me. But then I learned to say no. The crazy part? People respected me more. Today, I'm showing you 4 techniques from weakest to strongest. No awkwardness required. The last one is the one nobody teaches you. It changes everything. Technique 1, the easiest one. One word changes everything. That word is but. Most people say no like this. No, I can't. Full stop. Conversation over. The other person feels rejected. Awkward silence. Relationship damaged. Here's the fix. Add but after your number. Then offer something else. Your coworker asks, "Hey, can you cover my shift Saturday?" Old you says, "No, I can't." New you says, "I can't cover Saturday, but I could do Sunday if that helps." Your friend texts, "Can you help me move this weekend?" Old you panics, makes up an excuse, feels guilty for days. New you says, "I can't help you move, but I could bring you guys pizza and help unpack boxes Sunday evening." Your boss asks, "Can you stay late tonight?" Old you says yes, misses dinner, resents everyone. New you says, "I can't stay late tonight, but I can come in early tomorrow to finish this." See what's happening? You're still saying no. You're protecting your time, but you're also showing you care. You're offering an alternative, a counter-offer. Psychologists call this a bridge. You're not slamming the door. You're opening a different one. The other person still feels valued. They feel like you considered their request. You didn't just dismiss them. Here's why this works. When you say no with a but, you're refusing the request, not rejecting the person. Big difference. The relationship stays intact. Sometimes it even gets stronger. Because now they know you're honest. You don't just say yes to everything and then resent them later. Try this today. Next time someone asks you for something you can't do, don't just say no. Say no, but. Then offer what you can do instead. Same word, different result. Technique 2. Slightly harder, way more powerful. This one's called the reflecting no. Here's how it works. Before you say no, you acknowledge what the other person is feeling or asking. You show them you actually heard them. Then you decline. Most people skip straight to no. Bad move. The other person feels dismissed, unheard, like you didn't even consider their request. That's when resentment builds. Picture this. Your manager walks up to your desk. She's stressed. Big deadline coming. She says, "I really need you to take on the Henderson project. You're the only one who can handle it." Old you panics. Either you say yes when you shouldn't, or you blurt out, "I can't, I'm too busy." She walks away frustrated. Thinks you don't care about the team. New you does something different. You pause. You acknowledge first. "I know this project is important to you. I can see how much pressure you're under right now. I really wish I could help." Pause. Let that land. "But I can't take it on right now. My plate is full with the quarterly report." Same number, completely different energy. What just happened? You showed her you understood her situation. You validated her stress. You didn't dismiss the request as unimportant. You just couldn't do it. This works everywhere, not just at work. Your mom calls. She wants you to drive 3 hours to visit this weekend. You can't. You're exhausted. Old you makes an excuse, feels guilty. Mom feels hurt. New you says, "Mom, I know you miss me. I miss you too. I really wish I could come this weekend, but I'm completely burned out. Can we plan for the weekend after?" She still might be disappointed, but she won't feel rejected. Because you acknowledged her feelings first. You didn't attack, you acknowledged. Big difference. Before I show you the last 2 techniques, do me a favor. If you're finding this valuable, hit that like button. It's a small way to say yes to content that actually helps. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And comment which technique you'll try first. I actually read them. Technique 3. This one's for the pushers. You know the type. You say no. They don't accept it. They push. They guilt trip. They ask again with a different angle. They wear you down until you cave. Here's the fix. The broken record technique. You repeat your refusal over and over. Same words, calm voice, no new explanations. In America, we're taught to explain ourselves, to justify, to give reasons, but over-explaining is a trap. Every reason you give is a door for them to argue with. So you stop giving reasons. You just repeat. Let me show you what this looks like. Thanksgiving dinner. Your aunt corners you. You should really come to my church group this Sunday. Thanks, Aunt Linda, but I can't make it. Oh, come on, it's just 1 hour. You'd love it. I appreciate the invite, but I can't make it. But everyone's been asking about you. They'd be so happy to see you. That's sweet of them, but I can't make it. You never come to anything anymore. Don't you care about family? I hear you, but I can't make it. See what happened? No new excuses, no defending yourself, no getting pulled into an argument. Just the same answer. Calm, clear, repeated. This works with pushy salespeople, coworkers who won't take no, friends who keep pressuring you to go out when you're exhausted, anyone who thinks your first no was just the opening of a negotiation. Here's the key. Stay calm. Don't raise your voice. Don't get frustrated. Just repeat. Like a broken record. Eventually, they run out of angles. They realize you're not budging, and they stop. You don't owe anyone a justification for your boundaries. Your no is complete. It's a full sentence. No explanation, no guilt, no drama. Now, the final technique, the most important one. This isn't about words anymore. This is about how you see yourself. Let me tell you about my friend Marcus. Classic yes man. Said yes to every project at work, every favor from friends, every family obligation. Everyone loved Marcus. Marcus was reliable. Marcus was always there. Marcus also had a mental breakdown at 32. I visited him after. He looked exhausted, hollow. He told me something I'll never forget. I spent 10 years making everyone else's life easier, and I completely destroyed my own. Here's what Marcus didn't understand, what most people don't understand. Every yes is a hidden no. When you say yes to staying late at work, you're saying no to dinner with your kids. When you say yes to that friend who always takes and never gives, you're saying no to your own peace. When you say yes to one more commitment, you're saying no to your sleep, your health, your sanity. We always have a choice. We're always choosing something. In America, we glorify the grind. We celebrate the person who says yes to everything. But the most successful people I know, they're masters at saying no. They protect their time like it's sacred, because it is. Here's what happens when you can't say no. Resentment builds. Anger builds toward the people you said yes to, even though they did nothing wrong. You become overworked, highly stressed, and over time, this chips away at your self-esteem. Research shows it can lead to anxiety and depression. But here's the flip side. When you learn to say no, you're showing yourself that you matter, that your time has value, that your needs are legitimate. Assertiveness is directly connected to psychological well-being. When you're assertive, it reflects that you value and care about yourself. Remember this. Other people have the right to ask, and you have the right to refuse. When you say no, you're refusing a request. You're not rejecting the person. Marcus gets it now. He says no all the time. Lost a few friends, gained his life back. Saying no isn't selfish. It's survival. But here's what ties all 4 techniques together. They only work if you respect yourself first. The but technique respects the relationship. The reflecting no respects their feelings. The broken record respects your boundaries. The mindset shift respects your life. You can't fake this. People feel the difference between someone who's manipulating and someone who genuinely values themselves. When you respect your own time, others sense it. They treat you differently, not because you learned a trick, because you changed how you see yourself. So here's what you do. Pick one technique, just one. Try it this week. Next time someone asks for something you can't give, use it. Feel the discomfort. Do it anyway. Watch what happens. Maybe start with the butt technique. It's the easiest. Low risk, high reward. Then work your way up. These 4 things can change how people treat you, but more importantly, they'll change how you treat yourself. You'll stop overcommitting, stop resenting, stop burning out. You'll start protecting your energy like it matters, because it does. You don't owe anyone an explanation for taking care of yourself. Your time is yours. Your energy is yours. Guard them. The moment you start respecting your own time, everyone else will too.